Hello everyone, I'm here to discuss the next part of Unit 4. Okay, and the topic now what we will be discussing is tree traversing. Okay, before I start this particular topic, let me take you all through what we discussed in the previous lecture. Okay, so we studied what are trees, next we studied what is a binary tree, what are the operations performed on the binary tree, how to create a binary tree, how to search a binary tree. That are the operations performed on the binary tree. Now going ahead in continuation with the previous lecture, the next operation that we can perform on the tree are the tree traversal operation. Okay, so now what do you mean by tree traversal? Tree traversal is a process to visit all the nodes of tree and maybe even print their values. Okay, tree traversal is nothing but tracing the entire tree and printing the values. Okay, for an analogical example, I can say in case of the city or the map, say you take Belgaum's map, you can traverse the path right from college to your home, alright? In the same way, when it comes to trees, we can traverse the entire tree, and this is nothing but a process to visit all the nodes of the tree and print their values too. Okay, next important point is because all the nodes are connected via edges that are the links, we always start from the root node, that is the main node, the head node. We always start from the root node, and hence we cannot randomly access a node in a tree. Okay, now there are three different ways of traversing the tree. The first one is the inorder traversal, the second one is the preorder traversal, and the next one is the postorder traversal. The sequence in case of inorder traversal is left subtree, then the root, and then the right subtree. Okay, in case of preorder, we go from root, left, right. In case of postorder, it is left, right, and root. Okay, now why do we need to traverse a tree? Generally, we traverse a tree to search for an element and then print that particular element. Correct. So if I want to locate a particular key, what do? I traverse the entire tree, then I find where that element is and then print the element. Okay, so now let us look into the first method, that is the in-order traversal. In case of in-order traversal method, this left subtree is visited first, then the root, and later the right subtree. Okay, so we must always remember that every node may represent a subtree itself. Exactly, a tree is having a root node, then there will be a left subtree, there will be a right subtree. Correct. So we should always remember that every node may represent a subtree itself. Okay, if a binary tree is traversed in an in-order fashion, then the output will produce a sorted key values in ascending order. Yes, but obviously correct. How a binary tree is formed? We already studied how to create a binary tree, right? We have the root node, then the value which is less than the root node is placed at left, the value which is greater than the root node is placed at the right. Hence, now in case of in-order traversal, if we follow the pattern of left, a root, and then right, but obviously we'll get the values in ascending order. Okay, so now let us take an example and look into this. Okay, so here there is a root node, then there is a left subtree and the right subtree. Okay, now pay attention to how do we do an in-order traversal. Okay, so we first start from A. Okay, that is the root node. So if I first start from root node, correct, what does the in-order traversal method tells? We should always go from left, root, and then the right. So I we start, correct, we start from A, but then we follow an in-order traversal. Hence we move to the left subtree, that is this particular subtree. Okay, now if we observe this itself, again has a node, okay, that is the parent node, then you have a left child and the right child. Hence you again traverse it in an in-order fashion. Okay, then you come, this process goes on until all the nodes are visited, and the output of an in-order traversal will be in this form. Okay, now let me explain how do we get this. Pay attention. According to in-order traversal, we first do the root, we start from the root, then we start with the in-order traversal. It says left, root and right. So what we do, we go to the left subtree, then what we do, and again here we apply the in-order traversal. What does the in-order traversal say? Left, root and right. Hence we have left, that is the D value, then B and then E, correct. So we completed the left subtree here. Next, what do we have? According to in order, we are gonna get a root value. Then we go ahead with the right subtree. Okay, now if we observe the right subtree, here also we have to apply the in order traversal. So what is the sequence of the in order travel? It is first gonna be the left node, then the root and then the right. Hence we have F, C and G. Yes, okay. So the algorithm, what we frame is recursively traverse the left subtree, then visit the root node and then recursively travel the right subtree until all nodes are traversed. Remember, until you complete the entire tree traversal. Okay, now next let us look into preorder traversal. Okay, now let us look into preorder traversal method. In this traversal method, the root node is visited first, then the left subtree and finally the right subtree. So let us look into the figure. We start from root, then we follow a preorder traversal, that is first root, then the left subtree and then the right subtree, hence the numbers 1, 2, 3. Okay, fine. So what we say, we start from A and then following a pre-order traversal, we first visit A itself, because the sequence of pre-order is root, left and then right, right? So visit A itself and then move to its left subtree, that is B. Okay, next we again traverse B in pre-order fashion. Okay, so what it is gonna be, first what will be the output? First we'll have the root, then the left subtree. In case of left subtree also we traverse it in the pre-order fashion, hence it is gonna be root, that is B, then followed by the left value, that is D, then followed by the right value E. Now next we move ahead to the right subtree, correct. So here again we apply the preorder traversal method. Hence it is first gonna be the node, that is the root node, main parent node, then the left node and then the right node. Next we are gonna look into the algorithm, that is we are gonna first visit the root node, recursively traverse the left subtree and then recursively traverse the right subtree until all the nodes are traversed. Okay, so this is again the algorithm for the pre-order traversal. Once we know how to do an in-order traversal, the pre-order and the post-order are similar, only the sequence of traversing or it is different. Okay, Next, let us look into postorder traversal. In this case, in this traversal method, the root node is visited last. Remember, the root node is visited last, hence the name postorder. Okay, so what we do, first we traverse the left subtree, correct? See here sequence what we have marked. First we traverse the left subtree, then the right subtree, and then finally the root node. Okay, so here we start from A, but obviously for everything what we are going to do is we are going to start from root and then apply the traversal method. Okay, so and now what method we are going to apply is post order. So following the post order traversal, we first visit the left subtree. So we visited the first left subtree. Now this is a subtree, hence what we are gonna do, again we are gonna apply a post order traversal method. So what does the post order traversal method say? It is gonna be left, then right, and then the root, hence the value D, E and B. Okay, so we finished this part. Then now we go to the right subtree. Okay, now in right subtree also we apply the post order traversal. Okay, according to post order traversal, it is gonna be left, right, and then the root, and hence the values F, G, C, and then finally we are completing the tree traversal by the last value, that is the root value. So if we see, we completed the entire left subtree, right subtree, and the root. In case of your left subtree, we recursively inside again apply the post order. In case of right subtree, again recursively we apply the post order traversal. Okay, fine. So the algorithm, until all nodes are traversed, recursively traverse the left subtree, recursively traverse the right subtree, visit the root node until all nodes are traversed. Okay, so now let me take another example. Okay, so this is the following example, and then the question says traverse the following binary tree in pre-order, in order, and post order. So in case of pre-order, what is the sequence? It is gonna be, yes, what will be the pre-order sequence be? It will be first always the let's go back. So we say what is the pre-order? Remember here the question is not in order, pre-order and post-order. Directly it has been asked that it is gonna be a pre-order traversal. So what is the pre-order order traversal sequence? It is the root, then the left subtree, and then the right subtree. So apply the same concept for the following example. Okay, first it is gonna be root, then left subtree, and then the right subtree. So first we start from A, then we go to B. The sequence is root, so we print B, then it is gonna be left, then we print D, then it is gonna be right, so we print G. Okay, now we finish this part of the tree. Now next we go to the right side of the tree. Here also we apply the pre-order traversal, correct? So now what is the pre-order traversal? It says root first, so we are gonna say print C followed by left, that is E, correct? Now see, after E we are not gonna print F. E in itself is again having a subtree, correct? So we are gonna trace this. So how it is gonna be? According to the pre-order, it is gonna be root E followed by left, that is H, followed by the right value, that is I, and then finally the right value of this particular subtree, that is the F. I hope this is clear. Similarly, we follow different sequences, that is different methods for in order and as well as post order. So now there is an example for you to solve. Okay, the solution is also shared. Okay, The programs are shared in Google Classroom. These are the reference links for the understanding purpose. Okay, so you can visit the following websites, and if any doubts connected, you can connect to me. Thank you. Have a good day.